All right, we are recording and live.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, May 20th, 2021. Welcome to the North Carolina Property Tax Commission session. The last day of our session for this week, this month. Originally, we had 3 cases for hearing today, and 2 of them were settled. 1 of them was withdrawn. So the only items we have for the record today are 2 matters where, on the motion of the commission staff, brought before us no AV-14s and no AV-63s, forms that are required to continue an appeal in those 2 cases. We'll handle those one at a time. Let me introduce the commission members: Vice Chairman Terry Wheeler, Commissioner Bill Peasley, Commissioner Alex Guess, and Commissioner June Michaud, and Linda Garrett, our court reporter, and Steve Pelfrey, our Secretary and General Counsel. Alexander Bendette is our WebEx host and very capable staff member. Do we have any others on today, Alexander? Okay, so nobody else on today. We did have another motion under AV-14s, and no AV-14s or no AV-63s, and that was also from Wake County, but that Discovery Drive investors motion by Wake County, well, I guess, I don't know if they, Steve, when we get to it, you might tell us that one was actually withdrawn. Well, Steve, why don't you tell us about that one, since normally those are brought up by us, and the motion withdrawn is a little unusual. You want to handle that one first? Just so we'll have it on the record.
Yes, sir, Chairman. Good morning. When the commission on its own motion schedules hearings to consider dismissal and appeal for failure to file the AV-63, we find that a fair amount of the time the property owner ultimately files that AV-63 and submits an explanation for why it was overlooked or whatever reason it wasn't filed originally. In situations, we have been just granting the extensions and accepting the AV-63s and pulling them off the calendar. And so when you see a motion withdrawn under the AV-14, AV-63 section, it's going to be, in most cases, an AV-63, but of course the commission does the same thing with an AV-14. If that comes in late and there's an excuse, then generally it's accepted, and an extension is given sort of after the fact. So, but those are the motions withdrawn for the most part, at least when it refers to that. And then of course occasionally we would have a motion filed by the county, and that actually happened on Monday. I'm sorry, that was another similar situation, but of course the county could file a motion and then withdraw the motion as well. So,
but that's one where they complied, and so it was just removed basically from the calendar. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So there was nothing unusual filed in that case. They just complied, and so now that appeal can go forward. All right, Steve, can you tell us about GFM II LLC 20 Property Tax Commission 0539?
I can, and again, good morning, and good morning to the rest of the commission. This matter was so the AV-14 in this matter was originally filed on November 30th with the commission, and when the AV-14 was acknowledged, there was a letter. The acknowledgement letter included with it copy of Form AV-63 and instruction to complete that and return it within 60 days of the date of the notice of appeal. As of today, the AV-63 has still not been received. This matter was scheduled for hearing to consider dismissal for failing to file that form, AV-63, and by letter dated April 27th, 2021. Both the appellant and the county were notified of the time and date and manner of today's hearing, and of course the purpose of today's hearing. And we have heard nothing further from the appellant in this matter. You're muted, Mr. Chairman.
excuse me, questions from commissioners? All right, seeing none, do I have a motion in this
So
matter?
moved. Second.
Okay, Vice Chairman Wheeler moves to dismiss this along with Alex Guest, Commissioner Guest, I think, seconded it. And in the matter of hearing no other questions or comments, all in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing none. The matter of GFM LLC 20 Property Tax Commission 0539 is hereby dismissed. Mr. Pelfrey, Carolina Properties Developers LLC 21 Property Tax Commission 0150.
Mr. Chairman, this is another hearing scheduled to consider dismissal of the appeal for failure to file Form AB 63. In this matter, the deal, an application for hearing were filed with the commission, or was filed with the commission on February 19th, 2021. Our office acknowledged receipt of that notice of appeal, and in the acknowledgement included a copy of Form AB 63 along with instruction to return it within 30 days of the date of the filing of the notice of appeal. As of this date, again, we have received nothing further from the appellant, and by letter dated April 27th, 2021, the parties were notified of the time, date, manner, and purpose of today's hearing.
Okay, questions from commissioners? Hearing none. Okay.
I do have
Mr.
one.
Teasley. Okay.
Do we know who the managing member of that group is?
We do, let me pull this up here.
Or really any member?
Let me see if it's AB 63. We have identified the listed individual, Yogesh Manocha, as
Okay.
the president on the AB 14 form. Yogesh Manocha signed as manager, so it appears that individual is the manager of this LLC.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I might have a conflict, but I do not.
Okay,
Okay.
well, and that jogged my memory let me read this. Since we didn't have any full hearings, I didn't really think about it, but let me go ahead and read the statement. In accordance with the state government's ethics acts, it's the duty of every commission member to avoid both conflicts of interest and appearances of conflict. Does any commission member have any known conflict of interest or appearance of conflict with respect to any matters coming before the commission today? If so, please identify the conflict or appearance of conflict and refrain from any undue participation in the matter involved. Seeing or hearing none, we'll proceed. And Commissioner Peasley moves to dismiss, seconded by Commissioner Michaud. Any further comments or anything? All right, all in favor of the motion to dismiss, please say aye.
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 Opposed, nay, and it passes. And I just went ahead and picked Bill and June since, give them a little thing on the record today, since we had Terry and Alex on the other one. All right, those are the only matters that are before the commission that require Ms. Garrett, I think. Steve, is that correct? And Alexander?
That's correct. There is nothing further for the record today.
Okay. Well, we can stay in session, I guess. I don't know. We did the administrative matters on Monday, the other ones. The only other thing that I can mention, and Steve can, if there's anything else, we of course intend to go back for the commission's meeting to be in Raleigh for June. That's assuming no more things jump up at us like for this week. The reason we're still in our homes is because of the gas shortage, which hopefully is getting better. It's certainly not the big issue here that it has been in the Triangle area, but hopefully y'all are getting every day a little bit better. We're still trying to figure out July. Steve is getting emails every few days. We're hopeful that the building would allow us to go back in there. Steve's also looking at the Wake County facility that they had offered some time back. The issue with our building, even if we can go back, is our conference boardroom, where we normally, or hearing room, was being and is being used for the screening of employees who come in, and we think that may be gone, but we don't know yet. If it is, we can't use our hearing room, and if it is gone, then we've got to make sure that the hearing room will properly work for us. If we have a lot of cases and a lot of people, it may be easier to operate over at Wake County. Steve says that they have well set up for hearing room, and they have space and offices, and for people to wait if we still have distance issues. My understanding is all the commission members have been fully vaccinated, and so us being in fairly close contact like we were, I imagine will not be a problem. If it is, we'll work that out, but it may require, of course, a different room. Steve, do you have any update?
I believe Alexandra has some information, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
I do. Do we want it on the record? Do we want it?
Well, we can go off the record. Why don't we do that? Since
Okay. All right.
some of it might be a little bit more sensitive.
Okay. I'm gonna stop the live stream and stop recording then.
Okay.